important to make sure that the brain has the energy it needs. We know how important brain function is. Our brains control almost everything that happens in our bodies. It's critical for ensuring that an individual is healthy and functioning. And so our body has some really cool and sophisticated mechanisms in place to make sure that the brain is going to get its energy kind of regardless of what else is happening in the body.
Trying to resuscitate neurons that have died is obviously a strategy that is not going to work. Once the system has degenerated quite a bit, it's actually very hard to restore health. So it's a much smarter strategy to try to prevent those problems in the first place.
Glucose is widely considered the primary fuel for the brain. So if someone's eating kind of a standard diet that's, even modestly high in carbohydrate, probably most of the energy that's going into the brain is going in the form of glucose. This is fine. This is normal. Ketones actually play a really unique and important role in that process of making sure that the brain gets its energy.
What you want to do is avoid glucose spikes, keep your fuel stable, because those spikes actually over time tax your metabolism. And once you start down that path, it's very hard to get off the path. And ultimately it leads to the neurons not being able to adequately utilize glucose.
We don't have much glucose stored on our body. So we had to come up with another way to be able to actually utilize the energy from the fat in our body to protect and fuel the brain when we can't eat. Ketones are essentially tiny little water-soluble fat molecules. And they're fat, but they're chopped up into really small packages, which allows them to actually cross the blood-brain barrier and get into the brain.